So Steph Curry had this to say recently, and I want to talk about it because I find it as a really interesting quote. I'm assuming he was asked, when you, LeBron, and KD retire, what's going to happen? And Steph had this to say. We're not going to be the bitter old heads coming back, hating on the younger generation. We definitely have appreciation and admiration for what they're able to do too. And if you're a fan of the NBA, you listen to what he said, and your immediate gut reaction is, oh, he's talking about the guys on inside the NBA, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles. And I'm sure there's a little bit of that because those guys are definitely guilty of, saying how they feel about current NBA play, NBA players. And they definitely talk down about the NBA sometimes. Not all the time. They're not the only ones. But there are generations of old heads in the NBA from NBA's past that has talked down on this generation of player, the game. You could think about Oscar Robertson. Scottie Pippen does it all the time. Most recently, Isaiah Thomas. There are so many old heads in NBA history that talk down on the newer generations. It's just what always happens. And I know it sucks that he passed away so early. This is the anniversary of 5 years since he died. Kobe, I'm talking about. But Kobe, when he was gone out of the NBA for those 4 years when he was alive, he was uplifting the game. He was talking positively about the game, admiring the young stars that were going in there. He had a lot of positive things to say about Luka Doncic and a lot of the young players that were in the league. And I think the league needs more of that. So if Steph, KD, and LeBron, when they're gone, are able to talk positively about the NBA, I think that's only going to boost the product. Because if all people hear all the time is how boring it is, how many shots people take, or how unexciting it is as it was before, people are really going to start believing in it without even really giving it their own opinion and watching it themselves. And I feel like that's also part of why viewership is down. Not 100%, but definitely partial. And I believe Steph when he says this. Steph is typically a guy that you can believe at his face value. So we'll see what happens. But I agree with him here. That's a good thing to do.